you've been thinking maybe for caring for your elderly loved ones, or maybe you might be doing it already, you've probably considered looking into getting in-home assistance.
The people at Comfort Keepers can provide the help, guidance, and peace of mind that you may need when it comes to senior care. Our friend Vince Maffio is here to talk about all of the many options.
There are a lot of options, aren't there?
Very many
Yes,
options,
there are.
which is great, and probably a lot of options that people aren't aware of that are available.
Well, a lot of people are going to find out about those options in the next couple of weeks because the holidays are here.
Yeah.
And that's the time when people are going to go see their mom or dad, or an aunt and uncle or somebody, and they're going to see that, well, mom or dad are a little bit different this year than they were last year, and that, maybe somebody might need a caregiver for mom or dad. This is by far our busiest time of the year because of those reasons.
Now, let's say maybe your mom and dad are coming to visit, or you're going to go visit them. What are the signs that you should be on the lookout for that maybe that they need some additional help?
We should look for things that they previously accomplished in the past, but now maybe takes them a little bit longer to do. And you look for signs like if your mom has always been a neat freak, but the house is a little bit messy, or if she's always been a very, neat cook and has always had, the food lined up and ready to go for Thanksgiving, maybe it's taking a little bit longer. Or if you look at things like maybe the bills are piling up in the corner of the desk, and you always knew that your parents had always been really good about going through the mail, now they're kind of letting things pile up. Those types of things are signs that they may need a caregiver.
Okay, let's say you do see some of those signs. What is the best and most appropriate way to bring up the idea of having a caregiver in their home when they may be resistant to that idea?
Well, it's obviously a very sensitive situation. You have to be very careful about that. But the best way to approach it is with love and compassion, and saying that the most common reasons why people call us is because they're part of the sandwich generation. These are people that have jobs of their own, families of their own, and now all of a sudden they see that mom or dad might need help, and they say, in order for me to help you, we're going to have to bring in some people to help take care of you, because I simply can't be in all places at all times.
Sure.
And Vincent, I imagine it must be stressful as well during the holidays. There's so much going on. Maybe you have a parent or loved one that's just being released from the hospital or might have had surgery. How can you guys step in to help ease that time as well?
Well, the two types of care that we provide for someone, whether you're in a hospital or a skilled nursing facility or not, is personal care, which is help with grooming, bathing, dressing, helping with toileting, things like that, and also companion care, which means meal preparation or taking you to transporting to doctor's appointments, things like that. And in fact, just recently, we had the good fortune of taking care of the mom of Sacramento's producer, Cynthia.
Yeah.
And so it's a very, very common situation where Cynthia's mom found herself in a skilled nursing facility. She was recuperating there. The discharge planner said, well, I can release you, but you have to make sure that you have someone at home that can take care of you. So Cynthia knew of Comfort Keepers, called us, and we had a caregiver there that was there for about 6 months or so, helping Cynthia's mom get back on her feet and get back into her normal routine. And that is by far the most common way that we get our clients, because we work very closely with the hospitals and skilled nursing facilities all throughout the Sacramento area. And we work closely with the discharge planners and case managers, and they'll say to families, look, we can release mom or dad. We've got to make sure that someone is there to take care of her. And that's where the whole sandwich generation part comes in, because the family is going to say, oh my goodness, I'm too busy. The economy is terrible. I got to hang on to my job.
Or children of
I've
their
got
own.
kids.
Yeah.
So that's when people look to companies like Comfort Keepers.
The cool thing about Comfort Keepers is that you offer degrees of caregiving, from what you're talking about all the way to something called respite care. Tell our viewers what that is.
Well, respite care is simply when you need a break. That's exactly what the word describes. And we find that in those situations where, let's say, mom or dad is being discharged from a hospital, families can say, well, I'll take care of it myself. And they often do that for a period of weeks or even months. But pretty soon the toll, the stress of caring for a loved one is too much to bear. And that's when people call us and say, I just need a break. I need someone to come in to be a caregiver, maybe even starting at 4 hours a day. We've had clients that start at 4 hours a day, and pretty soon we're there for several hours a day, because the caregiver and the client develop such a bond.
Sometimes you just want to grab your magazines and go to the coffee shop and take a break. I mean, it's just as simple as that. Yeah.
It's true.
Do you find too, Vince, that maybe someone's been able to do it for a while, and then you add the holiday activity, maybe they're trying to get things done or take care of everybody else. Is that why you think the holidays kind of make people realize, you know what, I just can't wait anymore, I need that help?
It is the stress of the holidays, but by far what we find, it's also the fact that some people go long time between seeing their parents.
Okay.
So I mean, we have thousands of our viewers are probably going to be traveling, hundreds of miles to go visit their parents over the next week, and then around Christmas time, they're going to say, wow, I can't believe the difference in mom or dad from year to year. And that's when it becomes more noticeable when you don't see your parents from time to time, and you realize just how much they might need a caregiver at that point.
Now, there may be people out there who will feel reluctant to let somebody that they don't know into their home. Talk about your caregivers and their training.
The training that we provide to caregivers is something that we call interactive caregiving. And that means doing things with our client, not just for them. So anybody can say, here's your meal, here's your lunch. But what we train our caregivers to do is to involve the client in all aspects of their lives, from meal preparation to even doing laundry or even getting dressed. What color dress would you like to wear today? So it's being interactive with the client and finding things in common with the client to develop a bond and a relationship.
Well, keeping them engaged as well, which is important.
And it's a certain screening process that we go through, in that we reject over 95% of the people that apply for a job with us, because we feel that even though they may have caregiving skills, we don't feel that they have the emotional skills in order to do the job the way that we want them to do it. And furthermore, the people that do come on board, we thoroughly background check them, and as a company, we are insured and bonded so that you can feel very comfortable that coming into your home, that there's no problems.
You have that peace of mind, and you have a special as well, Vince.
Exactly. We're offering, as always, a free in-home assessment and also $100 off the first week of service, should you decide to become a client of ours.
And lots of locations to make it easy for people too, right?
Absolutely. Anywhere within Sacramento, Placer, or El Dorado County. Best way to reach us is 933-8383.
All right, Vince. Well, we thank you. Our producer, Cynthia, thanks you for the help that you've given her.
And for that, we thank you.
Yes.
We're all very thankful. That's good.
Exactly. Let's keep the theme going.
And have a great holiday, guys.
You too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.